Good evening, CCA parents. This is my presentation regarding Back to School Night, Fall 2020. Who am I? My name is Victoria Sanchez, but students and teachers at CCA know me as Profe Sanchez. Now, a little bit about me. I was born in Madrid, Spain. I lived there for 8 years, and then I moved with my family to Huelva, this small coastal town in the south of Spain. I lived there with my parents and siblings until I was 18. Here you have some pictures of my hometown for you to enjoy. My hometown is well known because of its food, weather, and flamenco. Then, when I was 18, I moved to Seville to study there. It's where I met my husband, Drew, who came to study abroad for a year. In 1998, we got married and moved to Michigan. For 3 years, I taught at U of M, and then in 2001, we moved to San Diego. Uh, my first year in San Diego, I taught at San Diego State. After teaching 1 year in San Diego State, I decided to pursue my teaching credential and become a high school teacher. The first high school that I taught was Torrey Pines. CCA was founded in 2004, and I decided to come to CCA and teach here in 2005. I can proudly say that I taught the first AP Spanish class in CCA. These are the items that I'm going to talk about. My schedule, differences between last spring and this school year. I will talk a little bit about attendance, my Google Classroom. I will give a glimpse of an example of a lesson plan. I will talk about how your student is going to be graded. I will talk a little bit about homework, quizzes, the use of translators, and peer tutoring. After this presentation, if you have any concerns or you need to clarify anything, please let me know and email me at any time. This is my schedule. I have two sections of Spanish 1 and one section of Spanish 5. My office hours are before school from 8 to 8:40 and after school until 3. Those times I can email the students, they can email me, we can have Google Meets one-to-one. On Mondays, we have meetings, like staff meetings. So I will reach your student later on that evening. If you go to our district website, you will also see this information. It's talking about how from last spring to now things have changed regarding content, regarding leave instruction, letter grading, bell schedule, attendance, and more. So again, if you want to have more information regarding the difference between the last spring and now, you can always go to our district website. About attendance, now it's different than last spring. Now we have distance learning engaged, not engaged, or absent. Talk with your kid about, for example, have the camera on. I encourage to have the camera on. Also, if you know that your kid is going to be absent, please let me know as soon as possible so we can have a plan for him, for her, while he is absent. Now, the website that I use for my classes to post dates for quizzes, classwork, homework, it's Google Classroom. So this is the the main page. Here you can see how I post things. For example, today, this is the agenda for today's class. And when I post the agenda, I also post the answers for the day. So students can go and review what we did in class. I do this in case some students, they have technology issues. So like I said, after school, they can always go there and see what we did in class. If you go to classwork, you're going to find different documents like homework, classwork. I usually make a copy for each student when we have homework or classwork. So they just need to type their answers. Also, here under again classwork, you have my syllabus, access to their Google Drive. There's a calendar where I post the agendas for every day, and then the textbook online and other resources for students to look at. So, like I said, that's Google Classroom, and now I'm going to give you a glimpse of a class. I usually use Perdeck. It's a platform that is really interactive. Students can write their answers all the time. And for example, I will give you one of these slides, one example. For example, this slide is saying what type of weather, you kind of like will relate this picture with. So if you go to the bottom of the slide, it says students choose an option. So students will go and they will choose, oh, it's hot, it's cold, it's windy. So like I said, it's a really interactive platform. I use it all the time and students like it, and they can also see their progress all the time, how they are doing in the class. This is how your student is going to be graded. I'm going to have different activities like listening, reading. I will have quizzes. I will have also oral and writing activities, projects, classwork, and homework. So again, this is how your student will be graded. I always like to talk about academic honesty policy, and especially in Spanish 1. Why is this? Sometimes students like to use translators for, to translate a paragraph or a sentence. And as a teacher, I know that is not their work. They can use translator for just words, but not to copy paste sentences or paragraphs. So please let them know about this issue. Do not use translators to copy paste sentences or paragraphs, just to look for just words. And the last thing that I'm going to talk is about peer tutoring. At CCA, we offer peer tutoring, and this is about other students at CCA who want to help students who find difficulty in any kind of subject. Can be Spanish, math, chemistry. So bottom line is students helping students to be successful. And this is it. Thank you so much for listening. And again, if you have anything to be clarified, please let me know and reach me at victoria.sanchez@sduhsd.net. Thank you and have a great evening.